All right, trade in those sweaters for swimsuits, everyone, because today we're diving headfirst into the ultimate Boracay experience. Imagine 20 days
20
on
days.
this beautiful little slice of paradise
What?
in the Philippines.
It's had its ups and downs, you know.
It has.
But after some serious TLC, this island is back, and it's flaunting those world-famous beaches even more beautifully now.
And we're not just skimming the surface here.
No,
We're going deep,
Yeah.
uncovering those hidden gems
Yeah.
and giving you the insider tips to make this your perfect Boracay trip.
I think of this as like your own personal travel guide curated just for you.
I like that.
We'll cover everything.
Yeah.
From those must-see beaches to the heart-pumping adventures, the sizzling nightlife, and the food.
Oh, the food.
That'll make your taste buds sing.
All right, so let's start with the obvious beaches.
Okay.
When someone whispers Boracay, the first thing that pops into my head is White Beach, right?
Yes.
It's like the celebrity of beaches.
It truly is.
Yeah.
Picture this. Powdery white sand that seems to stretch forever.
Forever.
Water so clear it's practically invisible.
Wow.
Palm trees swaying like they're in a music video.
Okay, that's the desktop background image I need in my life.
I know, right?
But I've heard White Beach is divided into stations 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
What's the deal with that? Is it like a beach popularity contest?
Haha. Not quite.
Okay.
Each station has its own distinct personality.
Okay.
Station 1, that's where like luxury hangs out, sipping cocktails on the beach.
Oh, yeah.
Think high-end resorts
That
and that
sounds-
peaceful, exclusive vibe.
Sounds right up my alley. What about Station 2?
Station 2.
Yeah, where does that fit in?
That's the heart of the action.
Oh.
It's where the party's at,
Okay.
with restaurants practically spilling onto the sand,
I love that.
shops galore, and people buzzing around.
That sounds
You'll
fun.
find D-Mall there,
D-Mall.
which is basically Boracay's shopping and dining hub.
So if I'm feeling social and hungry,
Yes.
Station 2 is the place to be.
Exactly.
Now, what about Station 3?
Okay, Station 3.
Yeah, fill me in.
It's like the cool, laid-back cousin.
Right?
Where you'll find budget-friendly stays, those chilled-out reggae vibes,
What's that?
and fire dancers lighting up the beach at night.
Wow. All right, a beach for every mood. That's what I'm talking about.
I know, right?
But Boracay isn't just a one-beach wonder, right?
Absolutely not.
What else is there?
If you want to change of scenery, Puka Beach is calling your name.
Putha Beach.
It's up on the northern tip of the island, and it's famous for its unique puka shells.
Okay, what's so special about these puka shells?
They're bigger and have this really cool texture, unlike regular seashells.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Are there any local artisans that use those shells in their work? Maybe some unique souvenirs to take home?
You know, that's a great question.
Yeah.
There are. You'll find some incredibly talented locals crafting jewelry and decorations from them.
Oh, wow.
It's definitely a great way to support local artisans and take home a piece of the island.
I love that. Adding that to my list. So besides those unique shells, what makes Puka Beach special? What's the vibe there?
Puka Beach is way quieter than White Beach.
Okay.
It's like stepping into a postcard,
Oh.
fewer crowds, and that untouched natural beauty.
So I could really unwind and just soak up the tranquility.
Exactly.
Perfect. A little peace and quiet after the buzz of White Beach. Sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
Right.
Now, are there any other hidden beach gems we should add to our itinerary?
Oh, definitely.
Lay it on me.
On the western side of the island, you've got Iligan Beach.
Iligan Beach.
It's all about those dramatic rock formations.
Uh-huh.
And the water is so clear and shallow, it's like a giant swimming pool made for snorkeling.
Okay, Iligan is officially on the list.
Yeah.
And I've heard whispers about Tambason Beach.
Oh, Tambason Beach.
Yeah, what's the story there?
It's a bit of a journey tucked away on the southeastern side of the island, but trust me, it's worth it.
Okay.
The water is so calm and clear, and it's like swimming in an aquarium with all the colorful marine life.
Wow.
If you're into snorkeling or diving, this is your spot.
Okay, you had me at swimming in an aquarium. I'm sold.
Yeah.
So we've covered the beaches like a pro,
We have.
but I'm feeling the need for some adventure.
Okay.
What does Boracay have in store for thrill seekers like me?
Well, if you're ready for an adrenaline rush, look no further than Ariel's Point.
All right, you've piqued my interest. Tell me more about this Ariel's Point. Is it like mermaid territory?
Aha! Not quite, but the water is definitely mermaid-worthy.
Okay.
Imagine dramatic cliffs jutting out over turquoise water,
Okay, I'm picturing it.
and you get to jump right off them.
Wait, seriously. Like cliff jumping. Okay, now we're talking. How high are we talking? Give me the details.
There are 5 different platforms to choose from,
I'm 5.
ranging from like a gentle 3 meters to a heart-stopping 15 meters.
15 meters. That's a lot of meters.
Hmm.
I might have to work my way up to that one. What if I'm looking for something a bit more, let's say, grounded?
Then hiking up Mount Luho is a must.
Mount Luho.
It's the highest point on the island, and the views from the top are just phenomenal. You can see the whole island, the surrounding beaches, the crystal clear sea. It's like looking at a real-life map.
Okay, a hike with a view. I'm into it.
Okay.
Plus, a little exercise on vacation never hurt anyone. Speaking of amazing views, you mentioned island hopping earlier. Where should we set sail for?
Oh, there are so many incredible islands nearby.
I bet.
One popular choice is Crystal Cove.
Crystal Cove.
It's got these 2 hidden coves that are just begging to be explored.
Ooh.
Plus caves to discover and a white sand beach that's perfect for a little castaway moment.
Hidden coves and caves, sign me up. What about snorkeling and swimming? Is the water clear there?
The water is crystal clear, true to its name.
Oh, good.
It's a snorkeling paradise with colorful coral reefs and tons of marine life.
All right, Crystal Cove is officially on the itinerary. Any other island escapes we should consider?
Tambasan Island is another gem.
Can be sung.
It's a little further out, but the journey is part of the adventure.
Okay.
The water is so incredibly clear, you can practically see forever, and you might even spot sea turtles cruising around.
Sea turtles. Okay, you had me at hello. But sea turtles seal the deal. Now let's dive into water activities. I'm talking snorkeling, diving, maybe even some parasailing action. Is Boracay the water sports paradise I'm hoping for?
You better believe it.
All right.
The coral reefs around Boracay are teeming with life, so snorkeling and diving are a must.
Yeah.
But you've also got parasailing, jet skiing, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, you name it. They've got it.
Wow, so many options. Any tips for someone who might be feeling a little overwhelmed by all the choices? How do I even begin to plan this out?
My best advice is to take it one day at a time. You don't have to do everything. Choose a few activities that really excite you and spread them out throughout your trip.
Right, because a vacation is all about balance, right?
Yeah.
A little adventure, a little relaxation, and definitely a lot of beach time. Speaking of which, can't forget about the legendary Boracay nightlife.
Right.
Is it as wild as I've heard?
Boracay definitely knows how to party.
I bet.
As we mentioned, Station 2 on White Beach is the epicenter of it all.
Okay, so take me a picture. Imagine I'm ready for a night out. Where should I head? What are the must-visit spots?
If you're looking for a party that's truly epic, well, there's a reason they call it Epic Bar.
Okay.
It's right on the beach with fiber dancers, live music DJs. It's the place to dance the night away.
Okay, Epic Bar sounds, well, epic. What about those iconic Boracay experiences? Any places that scream Boracay when it comes to nightlife?
Oh, you've got to check out Cocomangas.
Cocomangas.
It's a Boracay institution. They have this crazy challenge called Still Standing After 15, where you try to down 15 shots of their signature rum cocktail.
15 shots. I don't know if I'm brave enough for that. Maybe I'll just stick to 1 or 2 safely, of course.
Yeah.
What about Station 3? Does the nightlife scene there match the laid-back vibe?
Exactly. Station 3 is all about chill vibes. Think beach bars with live music reggae tunes and those stunning sunset views. It's a great spot to relax with a cocktail and soak up the atmosphere.
All right, so whether you want to dance till dawn or relax with some live music, Boracay has you covered. All this talk about cocktails and dancing is making me hungry. Let's talk food.
Yeah.
What are some must-try dishes in Boracay?
Well, being an island surrounded by crystal clear water, fresh seafood is a no-brainer.
Of course.
You'll find restaurants everywhere serving the catch of the day, cooked to perfection.
I'm already dreaming of grilled fish with a squeeze of lime, a side of rice, and a cold drink. Is there a specific type of fish that Boracay is known for? Or a local preparation I shouldn't miss?
Oh, you've got to try the lapu-lapu.
Lapu-lapu.
It's a local grouper, and they grill it to perfection. Another classic is quinoa.
Quinoa.
It's like Filipino ceviche with raw fish marinated in vinegar, onions, and ginger. It's so fresh and tangy.
Lapu-lapu and quinoa, those are going straight to the top of my list. Okay, seafood is a given, but what about those classic Filipino dishes? I'm ready to expand my culinary horizons.
You can't leave Boracay without trying halo halo.
Hello, hey.
It's the ultimate Filipino dessert with shaved ice, sweetened beans, jellies, fruits, leche flan, and often a scoop of oob ice cream.
Hold on, ooh, ice cream. That's purple, right? Okay, I'm intrigued. What's oob and why is it so popular in the Philippines?
Oob is purple yam, and it's beloved in Filipino cuisine. It's got this naturally sweet and slightly nutty flavor, and the color is just amazing. You'll find it in everything from desserts to pastries to drinks.
Purple yam, who knew? I'm definitely adding that to my culinary adventure list. What about savory dishes? Any must-tries besides the seafood?
Adobo is a classic Filipino dish that you'll find everywhere in Boracay.
Adobo.
It's usually chicken or pork braised in soy sauce, vinegar, garlic, and peppercorns. Super flavorful and comforting, the ultimate soul food.
Okay, adobo is going on the list. What about something a little more adventurous? Any unique or unusual dishes that Boracay is known for?
If you're feeling adventurous, try balut.
Balut.
It's a fertilized duck egg that's boiled and eaten in the shell.
Oh, wow.
It's definitely a unique experience, and you'll find street vendors selling it all over the island.
A fertilized duck egg.
Yeah.
I might have to work my way up to that one. But I love that you mentioned street food. What's the street food scene like in Boracay? Any must-try snacks?
The street food is amazing. You'll find everything from grilled skewers to fresh fruit shakes to banana Q, which are deep-fried bananas coated in caramelized brown sugar. They're so good.
Banana Q, that sounds amazing. Okay, my food list is officially longer than my itinerary. I'm going to need a longer vacation. Speaking of which, we've covered the beaches, activities, nightlife, and food. But where should we rest our heads after all that exploring? What are the accommodation options like in Boracay?
Boracay has something for every budget and taste, from budget-friendly guest houses to luxurious beachfront resorts.
Let's start with the luxurious options. Any recommendations for those high-end stays where you feel like royalty?
If you're looking for luxury at its finest, the Shangri-La Boracay is the place to be.
The Shangri-La.
It's got its own private beachfront, multiple pools, world-class dining, and a spa that'll make you feel like a whole new person.
A private beachfront and a world-class spa. Sign me up. What about other luxury options? What makes them stand out?
Discovery Shores Boracay is another top contender.
Discovery Shores.
It's known for its incredible location right on the beach, the impeccable service, and those little luxurious touches that make all the difference.
Okay, those sound incredible, but maybe a little out of my price range. What about something more mid-range? Any recommendations for something that won't break the bank but still offers a comfortable and enjoyable stay?
Fairways and Blue Water Resort is a great option.
Fairways and Blue Water.
It's a bit larger with a beautiful golf course, multiple swimming pools, and a variety of restaurants to choose from.
A golf course. Now that's something you don't find at every resort. I might have to squeeze in a round or two.
Okay.
What about those budget-friendly options? Any places that are easy on the wallet but don't skimp on comfort or location?
Boracay Regency Beach Resort and Spa is a solid choice.
Boracay Regency.
It's right on Station 1 of White Beach, so you're in the heart of the action, and it offers comfortable rooms at a great value.
Perfect. And for those travelers who are really on a tight budget, any recommendations for those super affordable options?
Microtel by Wyndham Boracay is a popular choice.
Microtel.
It's a no-frills hotel, but it's clean, comfortable, and in a great location. You can't beat that.
All right, so we've got our accommodation options sorted.
Yeah.
But how do we even get to this island paradise? What's the best way to reach Boracay?
The quickest way is by air. You've got two airport options. Calibo International Airport, which is about an hour and a half away from Boracay by bus and ferry, and Caticlan Airport, which is much closer, just a short ferry ride away.
So fly into Calibo or Caticlan, then hop on a ferry. Got it. Now, before we get too carried away with all the fun stuff, let's talk about responsible travel. I know Boracay has been through a lot, and it's important to be mindful of the environment and the local communities.
Absolutely. Boracay has implemented some great initiatives to protect its natural beauty, like a ban on single-use plastics. They're really making an effort to preserve the island.
That's great to hear. What else can we do as travelers to minimize our impact and be respectful visitors?
Be mindful of your water usage. Fresh water is precious on the island, so try to conserve whenever possible.
Right, short showers and turning off the tap while brushing my teeth. Those little things can make a big difference.
Real.
What about interacting with the coral reefs? I'm guessing there's some guidelines we should follow.
Yes, absolutely. Coral reefs are a fragile ecosystem, so it's crucial to be respectful. Avoid touching or standing on them while snorkeling or diving. And use reef-safe sunscreen. It's better for the reefs and for you.
Reef-safe sunscreen, noted. I'll definitely be packing some of that. What about the local wildlife? Any tips for responsible interactions?
It's always best to admire wildlife from a distance. Avoid feeding or touching any animals, as this can disrupt their natural behavior and potentially harm them.
Good advice. It's all about being respectful observers and letting the animals be themselves. Now let's shift gears for a moment and talk about something I find fascinating. Local customs and superstitions. Are there any unique beliefs or traditions in Boracay that we should be aware of?
Filipino culture is rich in superstition, and Boracay is no exception. One common belief is the usog, which is kind of like a hex that can be unintentionally cast by someone who admires or compliments you, especially children.
Wait, seriously? So if I tell someone their baby is adorable, I could accidentally curse them? That's wild. How do you avoid that?
It's believed that saying Puerto usog, meaning spare us from the hex, can ward off the negative effects. Some people also make the sign of the cross or lightly pinch the person they've complimented.
Pinch them. Okay, that's a new one. But it's fascinating to learn about these beliefs. It really gives you a deeper understanding of the culture. What about other customs? Anything we should be aware of when interacting with locals?
Another custom is manopo, which is a gesture of respect towards elders.
Oh no, Bull.
It involves taking the elder's hand and gently pressing it to your forehead. It's a way of showing respect and asking for a blessing.
That's a beautiful custom. I love how it shows respect for elders. Are there any other social norms or etiquette tips we should keep in mind?
Filipinos are generally very hospitable and warm people. They'll often go out of their way to make you feel welcome. If you're invited to someone's home, it's customary to bring a small gift like food or drinks.
These are all great insights. I always feel like learning about these cultural nuances makes the travel experience so much richer. It's all about connecting with the place and its people on a deeper level.
It really does. Those little cultural details can make such a difference, when you're traveling. It's like learning a secret handshake to a whole new world.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
And speaking of connecting with a place, I know we talked about money matters earlier, but I wanted to circle back to that. What's the currency situation in Boracay? Should I be exchanging money before I go, or are credit cards widely accepted?
The currency in the Philippines is the Philippine peso.
Okay.
You can definitely exchange money before you go, but you'll also find plenty of money changers in Boracay, especially around Mall and Station 2.
Okay, good to know. And what about credit cards? Will I be able to use those for most purchases?
Credit cards are generally accepted in hotels, restaurants, and larger establishments. But it's always a good idea to have some local cash on hand, especially for smaller vendors, tricycles, and those little souvenir shops.
Right, it's always good to be prepared. And speaking of preparation, what about packing? Any tips for what to pack for a 20-day trip to Boracay? It's a tropical island, so I'm guessing it's all about swimsuits and flip-flops.
Pretty much. Think light, breathable clothing, swimsuits, flip-flops, a hat, and sunglasses. And don't forget sunscreen. Lots of sunscreen. Especially reef-safe sunscreen for when you're swimming or snorkeling.
Reef-safe sunscreen check. Anything else I should throw in my suitcase? What about things like bug spray or a first aid kit?
Bug spray is definitely a good idea, especially if you're planning on spending time outdoors in the evenings. And a small first aid kit is always a good thing to have on hand just in case. But you can find most of those essentials in Boracay if you forget something.
All right, so pack light, but be prepared. Got it. Now back to those iconic Boracay experiences. You mentioned Willie's Rock earlier as a must-have photo spot. What exactly is Willie's Rock and why is it so famous?
Willie's Rock is this unique rock formation just off the shore of Station 1.
Okay.
It's got a statue of the Virgin Mary on top, and it's just incredibly picturesque. Especially at sunset, you'll see tons of people snapping photos there, and it's become a bit of a Boracay landmark.
Okay, Willie's Rock at sunset. That's definitely going on my Instagram feed. What about other photo-worthy spots? Are there any hidden gems or secret viewpoints I should know about?
You can't go wrong with a sunset photo shoot on White Beach.
Oh, of course.
The colors are just magical, especially around Station 1. Find a spot on the sand, grab a drink, and watch the sky come alive.
Sunset on White Beach sounds like the perfect way to end the day in paradise. Now, for those travelers who are looking for something a little more unique, a little off the beaten path, what would you recommend? Any hidden gems in Boracay that most tourists don't know about?
If you're feeling adventurous, you could rent a motorbike and explore the northern part of the island.
Ooh.
There are some hidden beaches and coves up there that are much quieter and more secluded.
Ooh, a motorbike adventure.
Oh.
I love that idea. Now, before we wrap up, is there anything else we absolutely need to know before embarking on our Boracay adventure? Any last-minute tips or advice you want to share?
Just remember to relax, soak it all in, and be open to new experiences. Boracay is a place where you can truly let go and embrace the island life.
Beautifully said. And on that note, I think we've officially covered everything you need to plan the ultimate Boracay getaway. From those iconic beaches to the thrilling adventures, the vibrant nightlife, the delicious food, and the cultural insights, we've explored it all.
It's been a pleasure diving deep into Boracay with you.
Likewise. And to our listeners, I hope you're feeling inspired to start planning your own Boracay adventure. Remember to embrace the island's beauty, respect its culture, and create memories that will last a lifetime.